Hello everyone. So today I am here with an unboxing, and this one is a big figure, and honestly this is probably one of the uh, more expensive purchases that I've made. Well, not really as expensive, comparing that it kind of falls around the range of the pop-up parade Marco. But these kind of figures I don't generally buy and paint. Maybe I'll get them for my own collection, but I don't prefer getting them to paint, which, if you consider, my collection is pretty much non-existent. I end up painting every figure. If I remember correctly, uh, the last expensive figure that I bought was probably let me try and remember. I think it was from Hobby Japan, and that was the Seven Deadly Sins, I believe. So it was one of those cast-off figures, and I had bought it from Tokyo, some second-hand store in Tokyo. So that was like a prized possession to me, and yeah, I ended up painting it and getting rid of it. But yeah, when I bought it, I think I paid like around 17k for it, which was a lot of money for me. Even to this day, that is very expensive for me. So before I get to the unboxing, I actually want to go a bit into the thought process behind such figures. So as most of my viewers know, that I prefer sticking to the price figure range, because I believe that that is where most of the work can be done. Oh my god. I apologize. So yeah, I believe that is where I can do most of the work. Like, I can explore things, I can mess up, I can make mistakes, and it won't matter as much. But when it comes to figures that get more and more expensive, you do not have as many chances if you mess up. So if you mess up something, it's done, it's gone. And that is one reason I avoid them. Second is, as you start paying more and more money for each figure, I believe that you should receive a complete product, like something that does not need any modification to look good. It should be complete on its own, and you shouldn't have to go in and play around with stuff to enhance it anymore. So that is another reason I avoid getting figures that are super expensive. So you'll always see me like steer clear of the figures that are in the expensive range, or the super expensive range in general. And the third point is just being broke. Like, I don't have money. I am broke as hell. Like, price figures are what I can afford, and that is where I keep my hobby. So now, that being said, this also becomes a limiting factor. Like, when you are used to like not having the money to buy very expensive figures, you do end up sinking into that fear of, what if I buy an expensive figure and something goes wrong? So you think like 15 times before purchasing something that you would consider as a major investment. Of course, like even this figure was not as expensive as people would say. Like, people end up buying like a lot more expensive figures. But then again, you have to consider this, that I am not someone who has that much money to spare. So for me, these kind of figures are very expensive. So now that we have discussed the mentality behind such purchases, why did I end up buying a figure like this? Well, honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I saw a good figure. I was like, yeah, maybe I should try and paint it. And I can stretch my budget a little bit this time. So I was like, okay, let's give it a shot and see how it goes. So this one is more like a random investment to me. So but I don't know, like I don't think about it that much. If I can fit it in my budget, I would go for these figures. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any tips, you can leave them in the comment. I would love to go through them and see what I can do. And yeah, fingers crossed to see how this goes. Well, let's get to the unboxing. So this figure is from the game. It's from a game. It's from Bomber Girl, which was released in 2018, if I remember correctly. So honestly, I have never known of this game. I just saw the figure. I ended up liking it enough to buy it, and it's from Wing. Let me bring the figure. It's huge. Or rather, I should say that the box is huge. So here we are. Bomber Girl Sepia. Yeah, excuse my chair, which is always creaky. So yeah, this thing is very big. I had to clean out my desk to fit the box in. And honestly, so this one, I believe this was released in 2021 or 22. I don't remember exactly, but somewhere around that time. So it's a second-hand figure, and yeah, the seller said that it was in pretty good condition. So let's see how it turns out. I mean, it's a huge figure. I am kind of happy with the size. I believe it's going to be fun to paint it. But for now, let's unbox her. Should I stand up? Yeah, I believe I should stand up for this. Hold on. Alright. So now I am standing. Got rid of my chair just to open a box. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't go high enough to record the whole thing, but yeah. So we get some instructions. It's always nice when they come with these things. And now the figure itself. Oh god, this is heavy. I believe something fell. Oh, I don't have space. You will hear a lot of random noises, and I apologize for that, but yeah, I can't really help it. I live in a shoebox of an apartment, so space is not what I have. Oh, or rather I should say space is a luxury that I cannot afford. Okay. So this is 1/6 scale, if I'm not wrong. And my first impression is this thing is huge, absolutely huge. All right. Yeah, I don't think I've ever worked with any figure that is this big. So that is something to look forward to. All right, let me get my And we are back to sitting again. It's nice to be seated after a leg day, man. I can't even tell you how difficult it is. Especially when you hit legs after a long time. It's a pain. Ooh, I like the base, but unfortunately it doesn't look like I can do much to it. Yeah, I don't think I should touch the base. Oh, seems like there's a crack, but that can be fixed. Maybe I'll keep this for my own personal collection, because it's not often that you come across figures that are this huge, especially for me. Like, I know that I wouldn't be purchasing figures of this scale. This was like a one-time thing. I don't even know if it'll happen again or not, but yeah. So okay, this thing go there. That's the tail. Alright, I don't need to open this. I kind of understand. I have to say, I love the sculpting. They just go into crazy details when they do this. And this transparent material. Should I even paint this? God damn it. Why did I buy something that now I feel like I don't want to paint it, man. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Ooh, the slightest movement scares me. This is what happens when you buy an expensive figure for the first time. What am I supposed to do with this? Something seems off. Okay. So apparently this is how it is supposed to be. Oh well. Come on, man. One thing like that is really amazing is the work done on her hair. Like, I wish I could get my sculpting to this level, and I'm sure I can like use this as a reference to, learn from it, which is something that is going to be amazing. I'm already excited about it. So in my future mods, if I decide to do something with the hair, yeah, this will be a reference point. But I want to use this. Come on. I'm sorry, this video turned from an unboxing to, watch me struggle assemble a figure, but this is my first time, guys. Come on, help me. I mean, just bear with me. What is this supposed to be, a tail? There you are. Fine. Also, I'm actually like, if I have to paint it, I'll have to dismantle it, which is kind of a scary thought, but considering the material, I believe it should be fine. The hell is with this? Interesting. Like you get to see new stuff. Where does the tail go? Is it inside or outside? Okay, I believe it's outside. Fine. There you are. And yes. So this thing is, I believe this is metal. Another thing that I would like stay away from painting. So okay, this gets complicated now. All right, and how does this go? Like this? Just above her hair? No, come on. Goes under, right? Yeah. Yep, there we are. It's a huge figure. Amazing. I just love the size. Really nice. Sculpting is next level. The materials they have used kind of complicate it a bit, because if I go for if I decide to paint it, I won't be leaving these parts translucent. They will need to have color, or maybe not. One more thing that becomes an issue with figures like this is when you have too many moving parts, that kind of makes way for wear and tear. Like, because of the friction, like for example, if I have to remove this, I'll have to remove a lot of things. So if I have to remove stuff multiple times, that kind of becomes an issue, because the friction can cause paint chipping, which will remove the paint, kind of make it difficult. So that is something you have to be careful about. Interesting. Something to keep in mind. But let's see. I don't know. I am honestly, like, I'm very pleased with the figure quality. Like, of course, I mean, it's what else was I expecting? It's an expensive figure, and it's not from the usual manufacturers. So of course, being an exclusive figure, it has to be good in quality, and it fulfills that pretty well. But honestly, I do want to paint it. It's a really nice figure, and it will be very interesting to see how painting it turns out. Like what effects we can create, what stuff can be done. Because a few things for sure, I wouldn't touch the metal. I know I wouldn't, or maybe I would. I don't know, but I believe if I have to paint this, I will take my time. I would maybe like take months to paint this, and I need free time for that, which I don't really have. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this. It's a really amazing figure. I love it. If you have it in your collection, congratulations. It's amazing. I probably my first. I call it my first because this is not really related to any anime. Even if my purchases include include expensive figures, they are generally anime related, and this one is related to a game, so I am sure it's not as popular. But yeah, I will put up comparisons of this with I have a Buy Cute Bunnies figure out, the old modded one. We can compare the height and stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. I am not decided on what I'll do with it yet, so we'll see what happens. Till then, bye bye.